I'm going to put the link in Discord again, because obviously it's a new link. And then we'll get back to the action. There's only 3.5 minutes left of the second quarter. This game has flown by. Seems like every game flies by, but... Second and 18, short throw. Doesn't get much, though.
The pass. Complete to Tyler Higbee. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
3rd and 12 now. If we can get a stop here, that would be really big. And we do. Oh. Snap.
Intended for Traquan Smith. Incomplete. Brian Anger in punt formation.
I mean, Goof hasn't been bad, but Colts offense just hasn't really been able to do a whole lot. Welcome back, Boomy, and everybody else who was just joining. If we can make this a 2-score game going into halftime, that'd be pretty nice. Now the 2-minute warning. Diablo's looking good, but not looking great. Just good. Welcome back, Jax. From the 36. Chip, he's going to be sacked by Vidadea. He has 2 sacks today. Yeah, I mean, our offense hasn't been great today. We haven't been bad, considering we have more points than them. But... oh, now we're just chewing clock. There's still plenty of time. Why would we do that? Now we're just going to start calling our timeout, too. I'm glad you're enjoying your playoff experience. EA Naruto, I don't have anything else. I don't get it. 30. I guess we're making them flush their timeouts. That was a good run. Not if it really matters, but I guess it'll give them worse field position. Roughing the punter, possibly? That was a late flag. That was late. No, it's a hole. It's against the Colts, but hey, you get to keep the ball. You wish you were watching this stream happy? Well, EA doesn't like you, so... I don't know what you did against EA, but clearly this game absolutely hates you. Those plays are so annoying. Like, when the quarterback calls all day to throw and everyone's covered, and then just one of the receivers start running back and that works. That happens in Madden and NCAA. It works all the time. It's the most annoying thing. Okay, the second most annoying thing. The most annoying thing is losing the game off of the Hail Mary on 4th down when the other team is 80 yards away from the end zone. Off-seasons can be entertaining for people seeing where stars are going. I mean, even with the lack of stars in free agency, I mean, there's always stars on the move, so... I mean, Michael Thomas, I know the new coach probably wants to trade him. I know Jax has a lot up his sleeve. Isaiah Thomas is on the move. Roughing the... oh, face mask. Does that stop the clock? Does that stop the clock? Because the clock would not have been stopped. Wait, there's 12 seconds. You're at the 15. You're out of timeouts. Why wouldn't you just kick the field goal? God damn it, EA. Bradley's face mask essentially gave them 3 points. Marlon Humphrey, another example. What are the Colts doing? You have 7 seconds. Unless you're going to throw it to the end zone, which EA is not going to do, you just got to kick the field goal. This game is so dumb. Jared Goff was happy after that play, too. They should have just kicked the field goal when they had the chance. I mean, for my team's sake, I'm not going to complain, but that was a dumb call. We have 26 passing yards. Our offense has just been very blah. But we can change that here in the third quarter, up 7-0 still. I feel like the Colts have arguably been better today. The Thunderbirds were better. They lost. You could make an argument. Well, I mean, we have been sending a lot more pass rush from them, to be fair.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hand off for Jacobs. Yeah, if Josh Jacobs should get the ball more, and the passing offense should actually try. Look how Jax is trash-talking me as if his team didn't get slapped by the Bucks. Well, your team did go farther than his, but EA does not like either of you guys. So, okay, there's something. He gained a 20 for Mr. Hawkinson. But yeah, Jax doesn't have a ton of room to talk, considering his team didn't even win a playoff game. Yeah, see, now the offense looks like they're actually trying. Didn't get slapped. You respectfully got beat down. The Bucks could have slapped you if they wanted to. What's good, Crockett? Welcome. Unfortunately for your sake, you missed probably the craziest ending in OFL history in the first game. Toronto was up by 5 with 20 seconds left. The Cardinals had it on their own 20 on 4th down with no timeouts, and they successfully got an 80-yard touchdown on a Hail Mary to win the game. And EA screwed Nick again, so. It was certainly an eventful ending. Leaf a trade if someone can guess every part of a trade. I don't know how anyone would possibly be able to do that. Yup, Toronto lost. Off the Hail Mary on 4th down. 80 yards away from the end zone. See, the offense has actually shown up here in the second half. We're lucky our defense played well in the first half. Otherwise, we probably won't be winning. See, you're not looking good. I feel like neither of those have really played all that well, but Vita Vea has 3 sacks today. Good lord. But outside of Vita Vea, yeah, your team hasn't really been spectacular. They should have had you at quarterback. Well, Mahomes actually played really well. He was better than Smirnov, but Smirnov successfully launched an 80-yard Hail Mary. It's official. Well, EA hated Nick beforehand, but now it's official that EA hates Nick more than any other coach. Seem you're just bad. You guys aren't bad. You made it to the divisional round. Won a pretty tough division. I mean, the Texans are a playoff team. The Jags played well down the stretch. The Titans are not great, but they're not awful. That Ionitis now. Our offensive line has really not played well today. View Thomas a quarterback. Well, I mean, Isaiah Thomas is good. He's not, like, miles worse than Mahomes in this league.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 33.
Would have won the game. I mean, unless Isaiah Thomas can play safety, and would have recognized that John Ross was behind everybody and actually covered him. Smirnov and John Ross outsmarted the 11 Thunderbird defensive players on the field. So, how many turnovers? You guys don't have any. Your offense just hasn't been able to score. Well, and clock management. You guys had it with no timeouts, with like 7 seconds left at the 15-yard line, where you should have just kicked a field goal to end the first half, but you didn't. And you guys were 1 yard short from the end zone. So, your offense hasn't been terrible, but you're allowing... Jared Goff has been sacked like 3 times, and then the clock management. But no turnovers from either side. Goff has not made as many big plays as... He has all day to throw it. Gonna heave up a prayer. There's the turnover. I guess that's fitting timing. Keanu Neal picks it off. Goof can't bring you guys to the promised land. I mean, Goff is a fine quarterback in this league, but I would certainly rather Isaiah Thomas, yeah. Hello again, Naruto. Keanu Neal just lost that receiver, too. I find it fitting that we're talking about Goff turnovers. Oh, he doesn't have any. He hasn't played that bad. Next play, immediately throws a pick. That's a goofy, although. What are the big names in free agency? Probably just a bunch of, like, low to mid 80 overall guys. I mean, again, next year's free agency class is the first really good one, and then the year after that, the free agency class is going to be absolutely loaded. This is like the last not so great free agency class, and it'll be better than the first two. But Goof got us to the promised land. That's true, yeah. In OFL 20, when Jared Goff was a really good quarterback, now he's just average. I think it's fair to say Jared Goff was arguably the best quarterback in OFL history if you combine 19, 20, and 21. I mean, he was really good. Last year for the Patriots, even the year before he won an MVP, I think, with the Patriots. Our offensive line is literally has 5 revolving doors back there. The Jets look like the best team in the AFC right now, which is sad. But it's true. Any of the top 5 seeds in the NFC would be clobbering, I think, both of those. So, both Apple and I are lucky that the other team is not playing all that well. There's only a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. My goodness.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Second and 1, gain of 3 for Ito.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Colts. The pass complete to Tyler Higbee. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
You've dubbed the play the Terror in Toronto. That's a cool name. I was trying to think of a name earlier. I was thinking for like 30 seconds. I couldn't really think of anything. Need to find a star this offseason. You want to contend? Yeah, you have a fine core of young players, but you're just missing star players. I think that's all you need. I mean, the AFC North is not a good division. The Bengals aren't good. The Steelers aren't good. The Cougars, I mean, they're solid, but once they made the playoffs, they got absolutely smoked. If Lucario is a smart man, he'll accept that trade. What? Lucario to Columbus? Only people in America can win the OFL Bowl, Nick. I guess so. Well, Nick got screwed in OFL 22, but not as bad as this. The Smirnov miracle. If you win the OFL Bowl, you'll look back into that play as the legend of Smirnov has already started. That's like play of his career. If the Cardinals win the OFL Bowl because of that play, that'd be incredible. I almost kind of want to see Arizona win now, but we exist. So, I mean, a Diablo Cardinal OFL Bowl would be pretty fun. It's only people EA likes, that too.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
Colts offenses again. The Colts offenses had multiple good drives today. They just have not been able to score. Offered Naruto a trade, and he said he has to ask his quarter. Oh, okay. So this is like some anti-Russell Wilson stuff where the quarterback actually gets to help the decision making. If the Cardinals win the OFL because of that play, you're going to be so pissed. I would not blame you and the players for being upset by that. I would be too. Just wait till you go to San Fran. I think Dak for IT is a fair trade for both sides. I mean, the Chiefs are getting a good quarterback out of it. And the Niners are getting a player who I would say right now is probably a tiny bit worse, but younger. Yeah, I'd say it's fairly a fair trade. Almost turned the stream off because it was 4th and 10. You were sad. Well, you're lucky you didn't. Then you watched and boom. That ended up being... Imagine if you weren't even there for that. That would be funny. Third and 11. They're just going to run it. That's odd. I mean, they can still kick the field goal, make it a one-score game. On the bright side, on Ohio State beat Purdue. Too long ago that said, Of the players who tested positive for us won't fly to Indy on Monday. We might not have them for the first weekend. So, yeah. Why do I have the feeling we're going to be the 3 seed? Our 6 seed is going to be Villanova, and we're going to lose to Villanova in round of 32 because that's what Villanova does.
The kick is good. Makes the
Colts finally score.
Buffaloes 10, Colts 3. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Predicting IT doesn't stay in KC. I don't think, it seems like he probably won't. But who knows, maybe Cobra has some magic that could keep him. Marlon Humphrey will be staying. Wait, what? What just happened here? Marlon Humphrey's second round? You've been planning on trading him this whole time. Wasn't he supposed to go to Toronto? This day really can't get any worse for Nick and the Thunderbirds. Found that play so incredible. You practiced the fake Hail Mary. John Ross run far all year for that moment. John Ross is so fast, he just outran everybody. And he happened to be at the right place at the right time. 3rd and 10. A stop here would be really big for the Colts. Chip heaves up a prayer and it's intercepted. I mean, that's pretty much an arm punt. It doesn't really matter, but they still get the stop. Byron Murphy picks it off, and Indy can drive down the field and score.
At their own 32-yard line.
Change your mind? I mean, Boomy needed star power. Marlon Humphrey's like his only star. That was dangerous. 23 should have had that. Who's 23? I still don't know the jersey numbers because there's no names next to the jerseys.
He was covered by Noah Igbenogany.
F-E-A. Oh, my, I always say EA.
The pass.
Gain of 7, 3rd and 3. If this pass is like incomplete and it's 4th and 3, I would highly consider going for it if I was the Colts. They wouldn't because it's EA. And it's incomplete. They're gonna punt it. They're gonna punt it. But I would highly consider going for it here. To be honest, I probably would. I don't know. Want to continue? Believe you have a chance in the AFC? Yeah, you're lucky in the AFC. Ooh, that was almost a what a punt. That was close.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What's that Canadian quarterback's name again? Who Boomy's going to draft? I forget the guy's name. I want to know.
The quarterback sack.
Where it's in player news. No, it's somewhere else. Oh, it's in my DMs from FG. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, that's his name. Keith Priolo? I don't know how to say that. Keith Priolo? Second best quarterback relating to the Octagonal Gaming universe with the name Keith. Oh, it's picked off! I wasn't even looking at the screen. Is that Costigan? It is! It is. He has it at the 5. Phil Chippendale is absolutely choked. The #1 overall pick gets intercepted by the #2 overall pick. He was 2, right? I think so. I think Billy Costigan was 2. Wow, that is gigantic. What's his face? I don't even remember who's our backup right now. Whoever he is, I kind of want him in the game because Chippendale has absolutely blown it in the 4th quarter. You'll show a trade since you're no longer making it. Nick tries to outbid himself now. 2-minute warning. Here we go. You thought the ending of the last game was crazy, but it looks like we might have another close one. 10-3. Diablo's up, but the Colts have it at a 2. Goff gets it at a 1. Why would they go... Again, why do you go to huddle on the goal line? And Goff is sacked. Wow, Bobby Okereke. Here we go. I mean, the Colts have all 3 timeouts, but this could be it. Goff looking, end zone. Touchdown, what a catch! Auden Tate saves the season for Indy. Oh, baby, we've got ourselves some fireworks today. Won't be as crazy as the first game. Can Phil Chippendale, the rookie, who has sucked absolute balls here in the fourth quarter, drive down the field and win us a game? You're now making a highway robbery on Nick. Are you? Okay, I see the trade. Wow, that's a lot. I'd say it's a fair trade. I mean, Boomy isn't getting any one thing that's really good, which is kind of a problem because his team needs star power. But he is getting a lot of good pieces, so I'd say it's fair. All right, Phil, it's your time to shine. You've been really bad in this fourth quarter, but we could use you to show up now. All we need is a field goal, too. That's all we need. Watch Phil Chippendale go for a Hail Mary at the end of the game and intercept it and return for a touchdown. That would be wild. Apple said the last trade was almost a fleece for you. The first Marlon Humphrey trade? I remember Apple showed that in the admin chat. It looked like he kind of fleeced you. But this trade, Nick just DM'd me the trade, the new trade, and it looks, I don't know if you agreed to it, but it looks fair. Blocked field goal for touchdown. Why is there 30 seconds? What are we doing with this clock? We're not in field goal range yet. We're close, but we're not there yet. So until we're in field goal range, don't chew the clock. The one time where the game actually does chew clock, it's not smart. Okay, now you can. Wait, why did we call time? This clock management is just puzzling. That's the last trade? Yeah, Nick showed me the new one. That trade, I think, is a borderline fleece for Toronto. Why is the clock ticking? We're not going to call this timeout, are we? Okay, we're just going to send the field goal unit out now. This is for the game. Here we go, folks. Diablos can win it on a game-winning field goal and head to the AFC Championship. That's not a fleece, but there's nothing that's really good going to the Ravens for a superstar. He drills it. And as time expires, the Mexico City Diablos hold on to win. Despite a very bad fourth quarter from Phil Chippendale. So we had two pretty incredible games today. I think Toronto wins it. Toronto definitely wins it, but isn't a fleece. Because there aren't really any good young players. It's just a late first and a late future second. So I probably would say it's a fleece. We had 83 passing yards today. That's so sad. Phil was not good. We arguably should not have won this game, but to be fair, neither team deserves to win. Goff was better than Phil. He wasn't great, but he was better. Josh Jacobs was good. We should have gave him the ball more. Nobody really stood out on either team in the receiving game. Most yards was 51 for Higbee. A lot of sacks. The offensive line play was rough, to be fair to both quarterbacks. 3 sacks for Vita Vea, 2 for Ioannidis. What the heck? There we go. And 2 for Shaq Barrett. Interceptions for Byron Murphy, Billy Costigan, and Keanu Neal. We all know the Cardinals are destined to win it all. What? So that leaves us with 4. The Jets, the Diablos, the Panthers, and the Cardinals. So Perry, myself, Mr. Rob, or Noob is going to win a champion. Noob's the only one who hasn't won a ring. I had all of them in OFL 20. Mr. Rob won the first one this year, and Perry won it in the sim year. So Noob is the only one without a championship. Jax, you can't trade 20... That is correct. You cannot trade 2025 picks yet until, I guess, the start of next season. Alright, I know it says that the Panthers haven't won. But remember, that game didn't save because EA is dumb. The force win should be with Carolina. I don't want transactions. We want schedule. It should be a forced win for the Panthers, yeah. Okay. We'll have EA rub salt in the wound by having the Diablos move on after a bad game. Yeah, we did not play well at all today. We should not have won, but the Colts also did not play well. Could anybody have seen these four teams being the last ones alive? The Diablos, the Jets, the Panthers, and the Cardinals. Should be fun. I'm not sure when exactly that stream is going to be. Ooh, I must see players of the week and injuries. How could I almost forget? Who should win players of the week? Definitely Matt Ryan. Probably Vita Vea. And then in the NFC, who deserves it in the NFC? I don't really know. Alright, we have nothing again. The Jets will be without Charles Leno. The Panthers will be without Tommy Knight still. And the Cardinals are without nobody. So the only starting level player hurt is Charles Leno. So that means these teams are pretty much all at full strength. May the best team win. They're going to give it to Smirnov, aren't they? Oh, they give it to Baker Mayfield, along with Matt Ryan, John Johnson, and Vita Vea. So I got the two AFC ones right. NFC. Now that I think about it, John Johnson does make sense because Madden loves pick sixes. Smirnov was outplayed by Smirnov. You're right. Alright, I guess that will do it. Certainly no shortage of craziness today. A game-winning field goal at the buzzer, and a Hail Mary on 4th down with 15 seconds to go from a 20. Hopefully the AFC and NFC Championship games are as good as those.